All right, back again. Another message talking about how the narcissist disguises hate as love. You know, um, and many times, when dealing with these type of individuals, it can be, quite confusing to have to understand how and why someone would, you know, treat you or try to do you in a certain way when you've helped them or you've been, you know, committed, loyal, all these things to them. And again, when I speak about this is not just pertaining to intimate partner relationships. This could be family as well. A lot of times, especially if you have been in a transaction or intimate partner type of relationship with a narcissist, you've experienced a lot of these things. And most of you were unaware that you were actually sleeping with the enemy, or you're doing business or you're associating with your enemies and don't even know it. See, a lot of these, pillow talks that you have, your plans that you're sharing, things that you may be going through, hardships, or maybe you're trying to accomplish something, or you have a specific goal, and you wonder why these things, don't fall through, or there's stagnation in the process or in the way. A lot of this can be traced back to the very person that you're dealing with, right? You know, everything that you're sending out, prayers and, affirmations, whatever it may be, they're casting it all down, energetically. Because energy is real. You have to understand, if you're around someone whose energy is the complete opposite of what yours is, every and anything that you're sending out, they're casting it back down. They're thinking negative of the situation. They're putting doubt because they already have doubt in you. Now, they're not going to show this. They're not going to say blatantly that, they can care less about your progress, or they really don't want you to progress, because a lot of people, in these narcissist type of individuals, when you supersede the expectations of what they had for you, is what really eats them to the core. Because they didn't expect and really don't expect you to do anything greater than what you're doing anyway. So when you start to supersede that, this is where they involve their energy to start to sabotage or dismantle what you have going on. And why it could be so tricky, and why I say they disguise the hatred as love, is because they can make it seem like they're so in your corner. Like they want to see you succeed and they want to see you do better. But you can tell, because they're not, when you do reach certain points, they're not really thrilled. You don't really see, it's one thing for a person to say the word, but does the energy correspond to what's coming out of their mouths? Right? Is the energy the same? Because you can always tell. Somebody could say something, but that energy is just not hitting the same way. They're saying it, but you don't feel it. This is how you know these people are faking with you. Right? And it all comes from something that they dislike in you. They hate how other people admire you. They hate the promotion you got at work. They hate that you graduated, you got your degree. They hate all these things because they're not in that position. They will never acknowledge how you've progressed at all in any way. And oftentimes this starts and rooted in family. This is rooted within the family dynamic. And it doesn't stop there. There are many individuals that entertain these same things outside of, your family or whatnot. They entertain these things. And you'll cross and run into these same types of people outside of your family. Right? And so a lot of people get caught up on the fact of how these individuals operate, where they may have done something good for you or helped you out in a certain way before. But if the help wasn't genuine, coming from a good place in their heart, it was more of an appeasement type of help, so that they could feel exalted over you. Like, yeah, I had to do this for you. I had to. Many of you probably dealt with this, especially in the family dynamic. And then it's all so that they can bring it up again about you at a later time, including dealing with these narcissists. If you're in that intimate partner type of setting with them, they live for that. They live for and they count on you having to need them because something went wrong. They live for that. And so by you not knowing that internally this is that person's disposition, this is what they're about, this is what what they do, their motives and stuff like that is based on. By you not knowing, you're feeding your enemy. Every time you go to confide and consult in them, every time you look out for them, because you feel like, well, they did look out and help me in that particular situation, but it wasn't genuine. Nah, it wasn't genuine at all. And many of you, again, hold on to these narcissists because you're holding on to certain things that they may have done that is very sentimental to you and you hold near and dear and close to you. You have to learn how to detach from that. All right. Times they did good for you, you have to be able to, leave those things as isolated situations and be able to detach from generalizing and making an overall, type of gratuity that has no expiration. That might have been done then, but that was then in that time. We're past that now. You've even done things for them back after that. So you can't allow people to hold you hostage to one particular thing that they may have helped you with. That's part of the game. And narcissists do this so well, right? And like I said, it's based off them really hating you. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you develop. But they have to disguise that hatred as love, as caring, as, only looking out for your best interests or only wanting to see you do good. These things get said, but the energy behind it doesn't match up. And that's one of the key factors that you can tell the person's energy. What do they give off? Do they give off motivation and these type of things to inspire you or anything like that? That energy is going to be felt if it's genuine. If not, you're not going to feel anything. You're just going to hear the words. And you internally, you're generating and reconstructing those words to create energy, but that's all your work. It's not anything coming from them. They're just giving you words. And those words are supposed to translate to you as though they care, as though they're concerned. But it's not. It's just words. It's just to appease you. It's just to keep you from realizing the fact that there is no love. It's only hate. Anyway, that's all I got to say for this message. Click, hit the like button at least if you felt that this video was useful, helpful. Subscribe. And if you want an appointment, book an appointment. Click the link in the description box. Shoot me an email. I'll get you information on that. Till next time, have a good one.